Hey everybody. So as you can see, I'm not in my room. I am actually at my boyfriend's house, and it's peaceful. I have the whole house to myself pretty much right now. Brian is at work, and his parents are in Florida. So they just had their big Christmas thing here last week, and when I got here, the house was, not that I'm bashing anybody or anything like that, but it was kind of a pigsty. Which is very understandable. They've been really busy lately. His parents have been getting ready for this trip, and Brian's been working a lot lately, so his upstairs area, his room was kind of messy. But, like the countertops behind me were pretty much like covered in stuff that was left over from the party. And so after Brian went to work, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get to work. So I decided to pick up all the trash and throw it away, and I put away all the stuff that I knew where it went, and kind of just tidied up and stacked up and wiped the countertops really good, wiped all the crumbs off of stuff, did the dishes, cleaned the stove, wiped the table, did all that stuff just to kind of get it nice and tidy. And so it just, I feel much better about being in this room now. So, and Brian's wanting to invite some friends over this evening, maybe for like a New Year's bash. We're all going to hold hands and sip drinks and party big time when 2016 draws its last evil breath. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm by myself right now, like I said. Oh, that's the dog drinking her water, by the way, in case you're wondering what the heck that noise is. That's Maya. Amber had to be put down. The other one, yeah, she was really old and she was having some serious health problems. She was suffering. So they made the difficult decision to send her to doggy heaven. So anyhow, I have not worked since Thanksgiving break, actually. And life's been really tough for me lately. Still trying to get the dosages on my crazy pills, pretty much situated and stabilized so that I can return to work. But the thing is, since I started my time off, I realized I don't want to go back to that job. I really hate it. I just realized how much I hate it, how much it just wears me down, how much it drags me down, how stressful it is, and how much it really makes me become filled with like self-doubt and with fatigue and physical pain. So I'm thinking, while I've got some time off, I'm going to use that time wisely and look for a different job, because I did the math. Now, right now, I make $20.35 an hour, which seems like a lot. But after my deductions, they take out your summer pay money. Each one of your paychecks, they take out like over $350, which is, I mean, shit, that's almost $1,200 a month. No, it's not. I'm sorry, $700 a month. I can't do math. I haven't finished my coffee, so cut me a break, okay? That's $700 a month. That gets taken out so that you have money in the bank for summer pay. And then there's also the fact that I pay child support. That gets deducted. And then also taxes and health insurance, union dues, and then my car payment. After all my deductions, after all that, it's as though I'm working for like $5 an hour. It's ridiculous. Obviously, the car payment is something I have to pay regardless of whether it was deducted from my paycheck or not. But just like all the other things. But the escrow, that's what's killing me. And also the fact that my route, like my hours at work are only like 5.5 hours a day, which is bullshit. And also that you're not working all year round. So basically they're taking a school year's worth of pay and spreading it out over 12 months. And it's extremely hard. A lot of people come work for the school district, and they're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. It was a big fat lie. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. But I did the math, and I could take a pay cut of up to $6. I could be making $14 an hour, working exactly 40 hours a week, and be bringing in 3 times as much take-home pay-wise as what I am now. And I did account for, car payment and child support being deducted. I accounted for taxes and health insurance. So, yeah. I accounted for all that stuff, and I would still be bringing in 3 times as much money take home pay. That's something to think about. Big time. What else? So, yeah, to keep myself busy while I'm here, I brought my laptop, and I've been sitting around updating and doing some stuff on eBay because my mom, since I'm having my serious financial troubles, she wanted to be able to help me, but she didn't want to just like hand me money. So basically, she got into her china cabinets and she went through the whole house and opened up closets and everything. And basically, she's purging. And she's like, here, you can sell this, you can sell this, you can sell this. And so I'm like, so it's like, okay. It's like eBay, here we come. So I set myself up an eBay account in case you're interested in seeing any of the crap I'm selling. Some of it is my own handmade jewelry, by the way. Go to Darkling83. No, Darkling_83. That is my eBay handle. So you can see all the weird shit that I'm selling that my mom gave me. So some of it's my stuff too. I mean, like I kind of got into the spirit and decided to purge as well. And it actually feels really good. I'm getting money for stuff that's been just sitting around, and I have not really been, stuff that's just been sitting around and that I have not been using. I mean, if something laying around has monetary value, then sell it, because otherwise it's just collecting dust. So anyway, I'm doing that. And I also brought with me pretty much my entire jewelry making studio. All inside of this tote right here. So yeah, it's got all kinds of neat stuff in here. This was my sister's. This was my sister's crayon box for school when she was little. I've commandeered it, and it's got some tools and stuff in it. But yeah, all this weird looking boxes and bags in here, that's all my jewelry making stuff. So what I'm getting ready to do is move all these snacks off of the table. I'm going to move my laptop out of the way, and I'm going to sit and do beads and keep myself occupied. And I think when I'm done doing beads and I've made a few things, I will take pictures and list them on eBay so that you folks can see them. So yeah, if you want to buy my stuff, obviously I want you to buy it because I need money really bad. So anyway, I guess that's all there is to say right now. Yeah, Brian's at work. He's not going to be back for quite a while. I think probably till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, well, yeah, it was snowing here yesterday when I got here. And oh yeah, the incident at the bar. Oh my gosh, you guys got to hear this crap. So anyhow, I get to Cleveland. I'm getting off at the exit ramp where I get off to come see Brian, where his parents' house is. And I'm at the end of the ramp at the red light. And I get out my phone and I call him. And I'm like, hey, I'm at the end of the ramp. I'll be there in 5 minutes. He goes, did you get my message? I said, well, no, I've been driving around since noon. I've been out busy running around for, most of the day. And he's like, well, I sent you a message saying don't leave till 2:30. So because, and I'm like, well, I thought I was going to leave at noon. I thought I was supposed to get here around 5, and I thought we were going to a funeral together. And I was dressed up. I had on like the nice makeup and like a nice black dress and everything, and I was, I looked nice, like church nice, for this funeral that I thought we were going to go to. He wouldn't give me a reason why. He wouldn't get like what was going on. He wouldn't really tell me much of anything. And so he's just like, well, you're gonna have to find something to do because there's nobody at the house. There's no way you can get in. I said, okay, I'll just go down to this. There's this one bar that we go to sometimes called Saggy's. No, Mugshots. It's called Mugshots. And so I decided to just kind of go hang out there. I knew how to get there. It's easy to find. And so I'm sitting there and I'm having a beer. And people are chilling out talking. And there's one guy that's obviously kind of drunk. And this lady who looked like maybe she's in her 60s or in her 50s came and sat at the other end of the bar from me. And he walks over to her. And he starts saying all this really vulgar stuff. Like, I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this on YouTube or not. But like, you're known for grabbing dicks and you're known for this. And I saw you doing this and like saying all this really horrible like stuff to her like loud. And she's like, you don't even know me. Why are you bothering me? Get away from me. Go away. She's trying to get the bartender. The lady at the bar. She's trying to get this woman's attention so she'll kick the guy out because he was really being kind of aggressive with her. And so she basically was like, oh, hon, you need to get away from her. She doesn't want you bothering her. We're going to have to make you leave. If you bother her again. Well, he came over a second time and started bugging her. And that time, like, after he left, I got up and went and sat next to her. I'm like, I'm going to sit with you and hopefully he'll leave you alone. She goes, well, I hope. And so then she explained to me, like, every time she comes up there, he's always there and he's always hassling her. And he used to stalk her friend who used to work at the bar. So people are strange. I'm like, okay, if you got a stalking situation here, because technically what this guy was doing to her is stalking her. She told me that he followed her home to her house one time, and he knows what her car looks like, and he knows where she lives, and he'll bother her and drive past her house. And I'm like, this is a situation where you have no idea if he's going to pull out a gun and just shoot you, or if he's going to do something to your house. He could set your house on fire. You never know. This is something you need to report to the police. I'm like, you need to start documenting this shit, have it written down, keep a journal, day and time, and then write down what it is he's doing. And every time it happens, just write it down, and then, build up, about a month's worth if you can, and go to the police and say, I have a repeated problem with a man who is stalking me, and this guy also has a history of, like, stalking and violence. So apparently he just really is hung up on her for some strange reason. So, but he came over again and was trying to bother her again. And so I got really vocal. I mean, like, I was not going to throw any punches with this guy. If someone's hassling me, especially if I'm out in public and it's a male, I will put out a great deal of gusto. I will not put up with any shit from pigs. Period. So this guy's messing with her, then he gets in my face, and so I basically stood up and said, you need to turn around and walk the fuck away from me. And, like, I pointed towards, like, behind his ear, like, towards the door. Like, there's the door, motherfucker. So anyway, he just stared at me, and he was, like, being as defiant as he could. I said, did you hear what I said? Leave her alone, leave me alone, goodbye. And he started fucking, like, cussing us out and stuff. And the bartender came over, and she's like, you need to get away from him. And I'm like, I thought you said you were going to throw him out of here if he came over here and talked to this lady again. Like, what the fuck happened to that plan? So he came over a third time and started hassling the woman and hassling me. And so then they finally were like, okay, you need to just leave. So they basically forced him out. And he had just bought a sandwich. And so a couple minutes went by, and the lady sitting next to me, she's like, okay, I'm going to go have a smoke. I'm like, do you want me to go with you? She goes, no, can you just stay here and watch my purse? And so the bouncer had disappeared. We didn't know where he went. So she's like, I want to go have a smoke. I've been trying to have a cigarette for an hour now, but that guy's been bothering me. I'm like, just go have your smoke. I'll watch your purse. It's all good. So she's like, okay, thank you so much. So she goes and out the back door to the smoking patio. And like 2 minutes went by, and she comes back in. She opens the door, and she's running. Sorry. And the guy who's been messing with her comes in after her and hurls his fucking wastes a Philly cheesesteak sandwich threw his sandwich at her. What a waste of a Philly cheesesteak. Oh my god. How terrible. At her, and it's all like in her hair and on the back of her jacket and stuff, so I helped her get cleaned up a little bit, and she's like, you know what, let's just get the fuck out of here. I'm like, that's not a bad idea. So it was about time for me to leave anyway to go meet Brian, because he had called me and was like, yeah, we're 10 minutes away from the house, I'll tell you what happened. So yeah, but like she was like very thankful. She was like kept thanking me again and again for sitting with her and spending time with her, and we hit it off. We kind of became buddies, but she was in a hurry together. I think she just wanted to get home before the guy could bother her again. And so yeah, but anyway, when I got to Brian's place, apparently what happened was his mom had to go to the ER because she thought she was having a heart attack. It turned out she's fine, but the doctors and, I mean, everybody seems to be agreeing that because of her age and her weight and the way her habits are, like what she eats and stuff, she doesn't get any exercise, and that, like, either a brain aneurysm or a heart attack could be imminent. Like let this be a wake-up call, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, their house is full of snacks here. I think pretty much what she lives on is pretty much like chips and cookies and Cheetos and pretzels and like bready stuff or pasta stuff and potatoy stuff and like a lot of like really fattening meat. They eat a lot of fast food too. Brian doesn't necessarily. Brian eats a lot of bar food, which is a little better. It's not as bad as fast food. But yeah, so I'm concerned about her also. I mean, obviously Brian cares about his mom. So, very, very, very fucked up night last night. It was an adventure, but it was also extremely fucked up. So, alright, I've been talking for quite a while. I'm going to get started on beads and doing some stuff, and I'll get back with you guys another time. I think I've talked long enough actually for this to be its own vlog, so there's really no need for me to add anything to this. So yeah, but here's a quick look at all the sweets and candy and stuff I found. There's pretzels and stuff, and there's these, I think it's the sausage and cheese kit thing in there. Oh, and these things, I ate one, and oh my god, it's like, oh my god, they were good. And there's blueberry pie, there's chocolate cake, and there's all these like little homemade snacks. Yeah. So, and there's plenty of wine too. I think that's gonna be for later. So, yeah. So, okay, so this vlog is officially over with. So make sure you like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys later.